people of the internet, we are back and we have a brand new video, and today it's on a slightly different game, a game that is called The Bloodline. Currently available for $10.71, I believe it is, on Steam. I've said that, I've literally just looked at it. It's in early access mode. It is, I believe, made by one developer. I will be honest, I have previously recorded this video, and because my ring light's broken recently, my webcam is very scuffed and it's just not great. And the green screen was flickering. So we're going to start again. We're going to pretend that we haven't done any of this before, and it's going to be a brand new experience from us. But The Bloodline is a sandbox adventure RPG that lets you play your way, reforge bonds between kingdom, explore the wilds, craft and plan adventures, and wield mighty weapons or magic as you prepare for what's to come. So we're going to get into this now that the game sound is up. It's time to get on. Let's put the game volume up because this is something I forget to do, and let's jump into a new game. We shall call this one Veggie HD for short because we don't need the full name. And do you know what, I think my webcam might be slightly too big for what we've got going on here, so we're going to make that a little bit smaller, and I'm going to head my way just into the middle here and we will start to get going. I think that's too small. This is why you should record your gameplay separate. But anyway, it's time for character customization. Now, there's one thing that I'm going to be. I am going to be fully a little green guy. We're going full green. You might think that's stupid because veggie hot dog, you're supposed to be a hot dog. You should be all red and orange. But no, we're going to be sticking with the typical Scottish theme and having red hair as well. Fully sitting into that. We would quite like beer stubble, yes. Pelvis size, we're going to be like that. Mid-sized torso, maybe slightly in. If I think my webcam is holding that. So let's move my little guy down here so you can see all the beautiful customization. Arm size, we're going to be bulky. Legs, I feel like we never skip leg day on this channel. Head size, we'll go for slightly standard there. And you get the choice of 2 different types of male voices. And then a standard, actually 3 males and only 1 female for some reason. But we're going to be a standard male, and we're going to go quite. I think we're going to go high. Let's go. Let's create the character. We are male. We're going to pick some colourful hair. We'll stick with that one. Looks about right. Facial hair. Do we want a nice little beard, head? Oh, we can get some face painting on ourselves here as well. Loving that. Loving that. Okay, interesting. Let's go with that. I like that. I like that. It gives us some dimensions. We've got the slits in the eyes. Let's go. Character created. So this is where it tells you about what the game is. So this is an open-ended experience where you create the character that you want to play as. Hundreds and hundreds of spells and skills to unlock, allowing you to craft the exact class that you have in mind. Nearly everyone's action you do is rewarded to cater everyone's playstyle. If you want to craft weapons and build your village, go for it. You want to avoid crafting altogether and focus on melee combat? No problem. Play the way you want to play it. There is no single way to play this game. And this is the most important part that really backs it and touches home. Please keep in mind that this is an early development build and you will run into bugs. You will run into bugs. It's going to happen. Please have patience and understand that this game has been created by just one person, and I'm doing my best to make the playing experience as smooth as possible. And I absolutely love that fact because one person developers, you might think to yourself that's awful, nothing's ever going to get done, but it means there's more passion, there's more everything into it, and we are just going to get used to the controls. And as you can see, we've already leveled our jumping up to level 2 here, costing our stamina quite a bit, which is something that we will have to keep an eye on as this day goes on. But let's talk to Frederick. What's he got to say to us? Good morning, Harbinger. Here is your uniform, freshly washed. Understood, thanks, Frederick. Sure, I would like to start, that's all. I'm just going to learn it as we go along. We're going to learn it. None of this. Oh, big jump, big jump. Oof. Then here. Now, I'll be honest, I've already explored a little bit and the last time we've done it, so I'm not going to spend the full time exploring the castle like we did before. But what does this person do? This person read books, basically. Is there a reason why you're studying history? Well, yes. It's up to me to provide you with the best plan of action in any situation that might arise. Since we have no idea when or where the Unforgiven will return, it's up to me to study all that remains. Cool. What is the Unforgiven? The Unforgiven were once elves that lived here in Udros among men. We're going to turn the game volume down ever so slightly. Okay, I should get going. Cool. Now, I believe we've explored up here already, but you basically get to see the castle from this point of view. There's some things down here, some people and all sorts. So we're going to head down to those people just now and see if any of them have anything for us. Let's do a big jump over there. Lovely. The fast way down. Got a little guy over here that's going to talk to us. So let's talk to the artificer. Talk about research. Just received the last batch of gyroscopic stabilizers from my Dwarfen twins. Nice. I've been trying to make a companion to help me in the shop, just like a small bot that can retrieve tool parts. Do you need any help? I'd hate to ask you with a personal project, but if you're offering help, I'd be foolish. There are a few things I need to assemble. First, I'll need a magnifying lens. I dropped the last one I had, cracking it. The nearest place to get them is from Gearbeard's shop in Elderglen. I'll provide you with the funds, of course. They just need to go and purchase it for me. Cool. Other than that, I also need a few bits of copper. 6 copper ores should do the tricks. Cool. So we'll go get them. But first of all, we're going to go and get ourselves a sword before we start off this battle. So as you can see, you've got all the question marks up in the top corner on your map telling you where to go. So let's talk to this guy. This is Geoffrey Woodkin, my right-hand man, because we are playing as Harbinger. So let's see what he says. We're just going to tell him to get to the point. I don't care about the stories. What should we do? Basically, the short story is people don't believe in us anymore. They don't think we're as good as we used to be, and they don't believe in our bloodline. So we need to do what we can to get our bloodline back up. So let's take the weapon. I'm going to go for the greatsword because, you know, we love the claymore, and it is just effectively the best in the game. So we're going to put some armor on alongside our greatsword, and we are going to get an objective, which is to kill some goblins. So you can see now it has marked as a star on our little map, which identifies as to where we need to go for this particular adventure. So welcome to Udros. The world of the Bloodline is split into two perspectives. The perspective you're currently in, character's perspective, and an overworld perspective. You can enter the overworld at any time by using the radial menu tab and select the map icon from the bottom. For a more immersive experience, you can also walk to the area bounds where you'll be prompted to leave the area and enter the overworld. Cool. So we have leveled up, so let's use our function to level up. And we get a skill point from that one there as well, which is lovely jubbly. So we get to decide where we want to put this into. And you know what? I think we will put it into strength and stamina straight off the bat, because it is something that I found I ran out of quite quickly. So we're going to run around here. I mean, thankfully in real life I have my Red Bull and energy just to keep me going. But in this particular game we do not have that, and now we're coming up to these goblins that are going to come and fight for us. So we have standard left click to attack. It's not, you see the total damage that you're doing to them rather than cumulative each hit. And we're starting to take a little bit of damage from them, so we're going to just back up a little bit, and we do have the right mouse button to dodge as well. But that is all 5 goblins killed and destroyed, so let's head back to claim our reward from Geoffrey. But while we wait on our stamina to go up, we're just going to re-stamina in real life as well. Let's go to Geoffrey. Alright, so now we are back at Geoffrey. He's going to tell us all about taking care of those goblins, which we have. So fantastic. It seems you're ready to head out on your own then. Yes, I certainly am. Seeing that you can handle yourself, perhaps it's time for you to make the pilgrimage to the steps of Erstros. What are these steps of Erstros, you ask? Well, it's a pilgrimage site, or at least it was. Now it is more of a ruin, only visited every few decades by the Harbinger Bloodline. Usually the next in line Harbinger is brought to steps by the current Harbinger, but your father is no longer with us. To my knowledge, you will be the first Harbinger to do the pilgrimage alone. Nothing to fret, however. It's purely ceremonial. There are no dangers awaiting you at the steps. I'll believe that one when we see it, eh? Where are these steps? They overlook the Elderglen Woods just north of here. Head there and make your way to the top of the steps. The shrine at the top is your goal, I understand. Oh, and before you go, you'll need a better way to get there. Take Ferguson. He may not be the most noble steed, but he beats walking. I'll take care of him. Okay, so we get a horse, which is pretty nice. And we need to figure out where this horse is. So that'll be good. And we've got some people in here, so we're going to talk to this little fella. Believe he teaches us how to cook. Feeling peckish? Yes, I am actually. Thank you very much. That sounds delicious. Here you go. I'm interested in learning. Great. It'd be best to start with something simple. Let's make a basic stew. Okay, so we need to cook a basic stew. Here are the ingredients. Cabbage, potato, and carrot. Like the name implies, it's a super basic stew. You can cook at the oven behind me. Simply use all the ingredients I gave you, and you should be able to whip up a stew in no time. Cool. Assuming... what one's the oven, eh? Oh, eat to interact. Where'd it go? Where'd it stop? Ah, I had it a second ago. Come on. We need to be careful. Why is it? Ah! Mate. Just... We're going to cut back when we finally manage this. Okay, we are now in. So let's put our cabbage in. Put our everything in. And then we're just going to hit cook. And that should make our little stew. Fantastic. So now we've made our stew. Let's go back to talk to this fella. So now go back and talk to him. Thank you. How's the basic stew coming along? We did it. Great work. Did you notice you learned the recipe when you cooked it for the first time? I did notice that, and we got 50 gold for that results. Now you can auto-cook that recipe, given it the fact you have the ingredients, of course. Never to hesitate to experiment with some ingredients. Some recipes will call for multiple for the same ingredients, some are just a single format. Here's a tip. I want you to turn this wheat into a loaf of bread. Here's a hint. Creating a loaf of bread will require 4 flour. Okay. See if that does anything. Nope. Does that do anything? Nope. I'm assuming I need to do something with the wheat, right? Okay. I thought it might be something along those lines. Cool. Cool, so that's going to get us 4 flour. Now let's put the 4 flour into the cookery. And let's make that up. We have a loaf of bread. Lovely jubbly. Back to here. Alright, how did you figure it out? I figured it out, thank you. I knew you could do it. Reputation is leveled up. The basics of cooking is level 2. Honestly, that's the basics of cooking. It's just trial and error. Eating a good meal can offer unique and powerful buffs. I always pack a good meal before heading out on my travels. Thank you, of course. See you later, buddy. Cool, so now we have some food, which is going to be vital. So let's talk to this little person. I want to reef. Well, I'd say the castle is in relatively great condition, not worse than it was a few centuries ago. What I mean to say is former glory. You speak of didn't come from thickness of the walls, it comes from outside the walls. Okay, how can we restore that glory? Rebuilding any of the plots out there for the ripe of taking. With enough dedication, you can have your own very village. Okay, cool. That's fine. We want to do that. Cool, thanks. So basically, what he has just informed us is outside the village where we killed those goblins, there's little pen pots that we can use and utilise to level stuff up. You can see you can get your iron ore and some wood for when you chop them down, and you can use that to start to gather and build up your own buildings. But for now, we're going to find a little horse and go reach the top of the steps. So where would one find a horse? That is the question. We don't want... I'm not really too fussed about picking up on these mushrooms for now, but we will do it anyway. Let's pick some up. Foraging up. Let's go. Some goblin mold mushrooms. You would think that the horse would be quite early on beside it. I don't know. Yes, if I come around here, E to leave the location. Let's have a look. So, this is the top-down version that I was talking about earlier, where you can use your camera to kind of get yourself about the map faster if you want. You can see everywhere on it. I might have just pressed right now. So, we can control it, and we can actually see the Elder Glen Woods, which is where we would be picking up stuff from, and if you press on it, your little guy will start to make your way around there, but I do not want to do that yet. If you click in the middle, it tells you what else is there. So we do have the Steps of Airsoros, some lakes, some forts, and all sorts, and the quest that we do have going on at the minute is the Steps of Airsoros. However, we want to find this horse, and I'm sure it's going to have to be in here, so we're just going to come back down to here and get ourselves back in and look for this horse. And once we find the horse, we will return for our duty on our pilgrimage. Okay, so, I mean, that says stable construction, so surely this stable allows you to house, raise and train mounts. It also provides you with a stable master who can educate you on different kinds of mounts and what they're capable of. So we need some iron ore, some wood and some stone. I don't know where we get them from, but there must be a horse kicking around somewhere. Do we get to just walk around here? Is there a horse in here?
Horsey? Hello? Is it a horse?
Don't look like there's a horse in here just yet. That's not very good. However, what does this fella want? He's got a little question mark. Gods have mercy, that's just my luck. What's wrong, my friend? A gust of wind came and blew my hat off my head. It got stuck up there on a pillar and it's not coming down. I could climb up. Okay, we're going to have to get some fella's hat. Where is it? Okay, so it's up there. So, let's head up these steps, you think? I mean, I didn't think on my noble deeds for the day after killing goblins I would be venturing up to find some poor groundskeeper's hat that could probably make his way up here themselves, but regardless, who am I to judge what people are capable of? So we'll do a little jump up here. This is going to be a difficult one. Let's fall off. There we go. Retrieve the hat. Nice. And then we'll slide down. Easy. I'm a parkour god as well as a goblin killing machine. Thank you so much. It would mean the world to me if you kept the hat, of course. Okay, sure. So he's just made me go and get it, but now we're going to put a little hat on. Fantastic. Let's see, we've also got a level up here to do as well. Level up to level 3. We have 2 skill points. Result. Love that. Cool. So we're going to put one into health here, and then once again one into stamina, because I think strength and stamina are very important in these early points. From what I can get, as much damage as possible would certainly be ideal. But I would like to know where this guy's horse has been kept, because we're going to head to the steps of Erstros next. And once we get there, we will, I am sure, be in need of some fast travel. Are you my horse? Nope, you're not my horse. Dude, where's my horse? Right, do you know what we're going to do? We're going to take the fast way. Let's go to the overworld, baby. Once we get to the overworld, we're going to travel quickly and smoothly to this location. So let's turn it around so we can see where we're going. Let's zoom out. Elder Glen Woods, lovely. So, as you can see here is the steps. So this is where we need to be going. So let's tell our little dude to travel all the way here. And as you can see, he starts to run out. And if we hold the space button, it actually makes him run faster. So we don't need to worry about doing any of this. You can see the time in the bottom. Well, you can't, but I'm currently blocking the time and the day and the year and all sorts. Which is quite cool because you get to see exactly what's going on with your character and where they are in the world. But like I said, we are heading our way to the steps and hoping that we can take on whatever beasts I'm sure will lie in this area. Got my little dude to get back across there. I think he got a little bit tired, so he stopped running, as you can tell. And we'll just keep going up. Maybe we stop in Elder Glen to pick up our glass. I think we do that. Yeah, let's do that. Now we get to here, we can enter Elder Glen. So we press E to jump back in, and we're going to go look for this looking glass. Cool, so we've entered our city. Cities are hubs for merchants, guilds, and quests. Coolio. So as you can see, there's lots of little fellas around here with question marks on them. What do you have in stock? Oh, so he sells a pistol. That's kind of cool. He also sells a scythe, which is actually really cool. It does cost 120. And we have 580, so I mean, that's fine. They do more damage than our...
I love the sound of the hammer and anvil.
Oh, do you? Yeah, nice. Cool, so what we are looking for, chat, is the magnifying lens. So, where would I... If I was a magnifying lens, where would I be? Okay, no, I'm not looking for work yet. I'm not looking for work. I'm not trying to be employed. We have a lot to do. Oh, hello. Are you looking for an interesting new horse? I'm afraid the stable master's out. So, okay, no thank you. Cool. God, I'm sick of this stable. It depends on the work. Just a bit of stable hand duties. I'm at my wit's end with him. I'll gladly give you my pay to do it. I'll even throw in yesterday's, but 150 gold to be exact. What needs to be done? Cleaning up horse manure. Do you know what? Sure, let's do it, baby. Let's clean up the horse manure, shall we? Is he going to give us something to do it with, or? Inventory. Oh, okay. Cool, so we're just going to sit and clean up this horse manure. We've got 8 of it to do, and we'll get 150 coins, which will pay for the scythe, which I think in its own it could be a good upgrade. I feel like investing into the gun is also going to be very good. However, it might take away from some of the game. But we'll see. We're going to pick up the Scythe early doors and see how that goes, because I am a fan of Scythe gaming. Being the killer and death at your door. Taking away what is rightfully yours and sending you to hell. That's what it's all about. It's a nice build that I like to do on Dark Souls as well. So, you know what? Let's see if we can run it on this game. Right, we're down to 5 out of 8 bits of shit cleaned up. Only a couple more to go. Sweep, sweep, sweep. I'm sure that's how like you convince yourself that you're doing a good job, is sweep, sweep, sweep. I think if you say that, then you're happy, go lucky. Everything can't bother you. But after this, like I said, we buy the Scythe, and then we're going to look for where this magnifying lens is, because that is effectively why we came here. Right, let's hand this back in. Almost done cleaning up. I'm done, mate. Thank you. Here's the money that's promised. No problem at all, my friend. Thank you very much for the money. Much obliged. Oh, who's this? Whoa. I just knocked them over. There's a surveyor. Okay.
The Weeping Cauldron.
The Weeping Cauldron. Okay. Interesting. Oh, I'm just running into walls. Cool. Let's go buy that Scythe now. Let's do it. Oh, yeah, pal.
This is coming along nicely.
Blast powder pack of nails. Cool.
What next?
Sound. Inventory. That's quite a cool attack, I can't lie to you. Right. Okay. If I was a magnifying glass, where would I be? What do you sell? Fish? Okay, interesting.
Fresh fish here.
Let's see
Get
what
your
you've
fresh
got.
fish.
Okay, interesting. What have you got? Potion stuff, some clothes, some
Come get your spices and herbs.
spices and herbs.
When you have a potion master at your service.
Interesting. Nah, do you know what? Fuck the magnifying lens. Let's head to the steps. Alright, so we are at the base level for the steps, and as you can see, there's already goblins afoot. And unfortunately, I don't think we're actually doing that much damage with the scythe, so that could be a slight concern. We do have the ability to chop down trees. However, I don't want to get myself too heavy, so we're going to avoid that and just focus on foraging up some mushrooms before we get to the bottom of these steps. Oh goodness, there's someone coming at me. Whoa! He had a lot of health. Okay. Interesting. Now, we're out of stamina once again. And this is why I said earlier on that stamina is something I want to focus on so early. Because it's going to cost us a lot. We didn't take too much health. We are about 50 health down, and it does slowly regenerate. So that is interesting. Oh, she's seen us. Oh, we just swiped them out. Not today, kiddo. That was a big bit of damage, so that was good. We must have got direct contact now. So we want to get to the bottom of these steps. So we're once again just going to wait on stamina coming back, and then we're going to ascend on the steps and no doubt fall into some trouble. Alright, as you can see, we are at the bottom and there's already some goblins. So when they told us there would be nobody here to fight, they were clearly fibbing a little bit. And, you know, sometimes lies are good for you, and other times you're better off just knowing the truth. A nearby mining outcrop, the crossed pickaxe icon. Press. Oh, okay. Interesting. But we're not here for that. We're going to walk up the steps of Esros and descend to our throne of where we must be. And no doubt there's more people. See, there's people on every level. We could be in some trouble. That's a big hit from him. Okay, cool. He's just going to fall as he descends to his death. Just falling forever. Okay, so we did get a critical strike there, so that is important as well, that critical strikes are possible, which are obviously more damage and higher percentages, so we will quite like critical hits as we ascend up here. I'm sure there's going to be more and more and different challenges. We've not got a new level up. Okay, I was hoping maybe we'd hit a new level up as well, but nope. Okay. 3 little goblins on this one. This is one of the fellas that throws stuff at us. So let's dodge the first throw. Nice. Come in close. Hit him. Strike. And now we're just wildly swinging. Hoping that we can just cause as much chaos as possible. Nice. We've killed 15 goblins and we get another goblin fang. And we've still got loads of health, which is good. It's very good that we can now walk up here onto that next part and see what's going on as we get closer and closer to the top. And I have an email. Oh! Getting swung at. That's a key thing, not to get distracted, as you never know what's going to come up. And what are you? I got... Is he dodging and hitting attacks? Oh, he's dodging. Oh, he's wearing armor. I see. I see. How sneaky of him. You see them just disappearing. Now, we do have food in our inventory, so we might as well just use one of them. Let's eat a loaf of bread, shall we? And you know what? Before we go on, we'll get a level up there as well. Gets us 3 skill points. That is very useful. We can invest that into some health. And I'm going to go double. I mean, it said 3. Let me give us 2. But never mind. It's fine. I wanted to go 1 health and 2 strength. But nonetheless, we move up here and we start to get closer. Nothing yet. Again, I thought we'd maybe have some more enemies coming soon, but no doubt once we hit the top of this, we're already starting to see some more appear. There's one in the corner with armor. Got to wear that armor down, get that off, and just keep slapping through. We're losing a lot of health here. Let's block up just for a minute. Nice. Disarmed. And now he's just sat there, just taking carnage damage, and he's dead. Okay, cool. Now I am going to eat... what can we eat? 150? Let's go with that. There we go. Cool. A lot of health just getting back on. And we'll start to walk over to what hopefully becomes the final checkpoint before we can head back and really show our bosses what came. But oh, we're going to have to use a bit of parkour to get over here. But luckily, we've practiced our parkour after gaining the friend's hat. And that was not going to stop us coming here. But we are out of stamina, so that will stop us. So we'll just rest once again. Okay, we are now at the pinnacle. Almost at the summit. 40 meters left to go. The final sprint is on. And we have gained our rightful throne. What's going to happen here? We're going to pray. Is there a ceremony? What is happening? A cutscene nonetheless. Oh, the northern sky. The northern lights are out.
The death knell tolls. It is time.
The deafening voice of Esros thunders through the sky, but you can only hear him. Each word he utters makes the earth under your feet shake. Harbinger, how good it is to see you. My lord, it is an honour. Likewise, my friend. I come bearing bad tides, I am afraid. A fog is beginning to cover my visions upon the future of this realm. Without a firm tether between our blood, your ability to tap into my power will be greatly hindered. How can we strengthen together? Warp stones have been appearing throughout Eudros. The mere existence of these stones makes it difficult for us to maintain our tether. Where can I find them? That's something we're going to test right now. As you approach my steps, I felt a strain on another tether. I suspect that there is a warp stone contained within the caves under the steps. Find the entrance to the caves and see if you can locate a warp stone. If you manage to find it, destroy it. I understand, my lord. These warp stones are enchanted by strange magic from the Unforgiven realm. Thousands of souls are contained in the hearts of the stones. To properly destroy them, you must perform a special prayer. I shall teach you this prayer now. Please bear with me. A cold shiver runs up your spine. Emanating through your skull, your full hands lay upon your head, followed by an unfamiliar feeling that flows through your body, almost like a warm liquid under your skin. You slowly open your eyes, tears flowing down your cheeks. What's just happened? You were given knowledge. Use that knowledge to destroy any warp stones you come across. I mean, I don't know about you, but anytime I learned something in school, that's the exact feeling I had. And I also used to wake up in tears from school, but that was because I was so bad at it that anything you learned was a miracle. Much like this. But anyway, please make haste. We have no time to lose. Very well, my lord. But for now, you will have to wait for what will happen, as we are going to end the episode there. And when we come back with episode 2, we will be venturing in to destroy the warp stones under the steps and see what dangers await. So thank you for watching. And until next time, bye-bye.